Hey, what's up guys? This is Oakley and I decided I was going to do a live commentary, and you'll notice first and foremost I have debug camera on, so I just released a video before this one that shows you how to get that, and I haven't really ever used it for multiplayer, so I decided I was going to go ahead and just see how it helps in multiplayer perspective. You can see how it can help you a lot if you want to command, a lot of units all at once, stuff like that. So we'll see if it gives me a greater edge and a little bit more maneuverability. But in any case, let's start getting this underway. It's going to be myself and my ally who is going to be playing as the Aravasi, and they actually have some really good units as of the latest patch. The Lusitani nobles have some pretty ridiculous stats, and wow, look at my cavalry. Speaking of ridiculous stats, the speed on these light cav, or no, Tarantine cav, well, still they're pretty speedy. As they're going to be moving up, let's just push everything, and now we can kind of see what's going on from a tactical perspective. So our opponents are mostly here going to go take the woods. My ally has a good cavalry force, so I'll let him take this position, and I myself am mostly going to just scoot on over here, I believe. And these scout cavalry are just going to go ahead and flush him out of the woods. Yep, I can tango with his Ptolemaic cav and all that stuff. He won't be able to catch me. Looks like his archers are a bit too far back anyways. However, they do have elephants. That's something I'm going to have to be mindful of. Anyways, let's get this army a little bit more organized. So 3 of my archers are going to be on the attack here. I'm going to send 1 on this position to help cover this approach. Then let's send 2 of these Thorax swordsmen in the middle to use their the equivalent of their pillar. Mercenaries in the back. Let's send this heavy mercenary guy up here. And looks like he's engaging up front, so I'm going to have to send in a lot of guys. And actually these archers are super exposed. So we're getting the best of this engagement, which is excellent for us, and we do have some more supporting cover that can help us out. Looks like they're going to slip away. I'm going to turn my archers around. It looks like they're not really watching. He's trying to skirmish with those guys. So we're going to actually have the advantage at this point and just absolutely unleash on this guy. So here we go, some volleys coming in, and this is just going to shred their forces. As they start to skirmish, we're going to close, come in on them. And I'm just going to flood the field with my arrows. And it looks like on this front, I'm just going to fall back. And yep, looks like I had the right thought of getting all of these guys into the mix. Let's guard our flanks here. Pull these archers back. And I guess we can just enjoy this. But keep in mind there are elephants in the background coming in. Yeah. Our Aravasi here doing pretty well. Their problem is they have, pretty good attack stats and all that, but they have really poor armor. So it's going to take my archers to try and even this fight. Let's move them up. I don't want them giving our team too much friendly fire. We can watch some of this engagement. My own archer is kind of picking these guys off. Ptolemaic cav, point blank range. That's excellent. That's exactly what we need to do against these heavy troops. Looks like they're going to start breaking too. And we have a whole mix of our units here. So this is just going to be picking off the scouting forces. And we're taking minimal losses for this. So our opponents are mostly just pushing up very slowly. However, oh shit, looks like we're going to have to brace ourselves. And let's get these archers. Yep, they're going to go ahead and start shooting. So this is going to be a whole mess of an engagement up in these woods. While that's going on, let's see if we can't scoot. Let's see, how do you do this? Alt, I think. I know, it's shift. No? Shift? Huh. I have to look up that technique, how to do that later. You are able to give your guys move commands, multiple move commands. But I guess our opponents seem to be throwing a little bit too much at us. And just staring us down. So they're attacking too piecemeal. They do have some Thoreo spears, so let's go ahead and position ourselves in the back. Have these guys to start engaging with their javelins. These archers are giving some covering fire. It's mostly in the woods. Let's go ahead and reform this position. And have these guys ready for a flank attack. Actually, one of them is going to push up the center. These 2 forces are going to go help with that gap. And looks like we've cleaned up the woods. Excellent. So Thorax swordsman didn't even have to get any kills on that. We may be able to get out of this battle with almost negligible losses. Let's see. Yep, so far I've only taken 1 kill, so 1 loss. Let's see if we can get away with that. I think mostly it's going to be impossible considering I have one more group of guys running around the back, and it looks like he's going to try and attack me. So I'm going to tell my ally that that's going on, so he should come and intercept. Excellent. So my ally seems to be performing well. Let's see if we can't get these guys in the woods. These guys, oh, his archers are going to come out and play. Let's secure the forest here, and that's where we're going to want our archers. And then these two troops are going to go ahead and help on the right flank. Pull that back. Okay, let's pull the center back. Like I always say, don't take unnecessary losses. So I could take this fight and keep my archers there. There's no point doing that. I mean, I just pull back on all my other flanks and allow my own guys on the side to get my the shots that I need in. There you go. That's how you take minimal losses. So he's exposing his flank just to chase after my guys. And I'm going to try and get some early volleys in. Follow this up with the charge. All up the front. This here. And then move an archer unit back here to support because I know his elephants are going to be coming in. So there you go. Some initial fire damage. And let's see if we can't scare these guys away. One of the nice things about playing with debug camera is you can get these nice cinematic shots from just really up close, and you can even see what this type of battle might look like from underground. It's a little cooler when you're in naval battles because you can see all the ships from underwater, and especially see them as they're sinking and going down to the bottom of the ocean. But this does still give us some pretty cool shots. Wow, I'm still full health. So we may actually be able to take this low kill victory. Oh god. So I was able to do decently against those guys. Let's turn around, finish them off. Tarantine, yeah, took negligible losses. Those guys are bullet sponges. Continue to put on the fire. And now let's pull back before he gets his troops in. So now we have a chance to pull this guy into a sort of Kenai-esque trap. So these guys are going to stand here to get their pillow volleys off. These guys are going to chase them off, and you in the back are going to be able to throw your javelin. Excellent, he's going to be chased off while still getting some archer fire. He's going to accept that battle. Pretty foolish, I would say. And let's switch targets on all fronts and bring these guys back around to strike at the rear of our opponents. We do have two guys here. I'm going to send them back to help reinforce that and retarget that unit there. Move this in here. Get some reinforcements. But yeah, we're absolutely obliterating his guys. And here, you can see all the supporting shots I'm getting in. Is going to be excellent for me. And this is just going to absolutely decimate his Royal Thorax Swordsman. Let's see if we can't get these guys to brace. So, okay. My kill count is going to start... I'm not going to be able to stand up to this with full health. But I think we're going to be very cost efficient. Here you can see I was able to bait him into this charge into the spear wall. Let's go ahead and break formation, just pull into that. And then our own archers are actually taking a pretty heavy beating. Let's pull them out. Let's see if we can't see any cool animations. And I'm surprised they're keeping their elephants disengaged for this long. I think they're going to wait till we're all tied up, but that's not really going to work. They do keep disengaging. And here we go. Now we're going to be able to strike at the rear of those archers. This is so far a pretty easy breeze of a battle, I would say. But that's fine. We're just going to test out the unit debug cam, show you guys a bit of that, and then just play a bit more of Rome 2, and hopefully I can bring some more intense battles to you in the future. But this is going to be mostly for cinematics. Alright, let's pull this in. So here we go. And you're going to charge actually right into this blob, and then we're going to go ahead and just watch this charge. Straight to the spear wall. So the Tarantine Cav actually have some pretty good stats. And it looks like we're going to be able to start turning this against our opponents, especially with more of these allied guys just coming in. And you can see in the distance, I think the elephants are just starting to lumber over. Nope, they're still just standing still. So we're going to be able to... Oh my god, actually, that's a lot more Egyptian troops than I thought. So let's go ahead and just pull these guys up here, see if we can't reinforce. And, oh, shit, they might actually break my ally. Okay. Gonna have to pull everything forward. This could actually be a problem. I'm not super worried, but mostly it's going to be an issue of these elephants coming in here. So I'm going to try and get some flaming strikes off. And let's see if we can land some lucky shots on his archers. Run those amok inside of that infantry block. Woo! Alright, here we go. Ha! Excellent. Looks like it worked. Yep, here we go. Sweet, so we took out an entire enemy unit. Excellent. Now let's switch all of our archers onto standard shot. Finish off those elephants. Yep. Perfect. So they waited too long with these elephants, and now they're going to be stuck through full of spears. And even these Tarantine cav are going to be able to take them out. Caught between two lines of infantry, and he can go ahead and charge straight into this force if he wants. The elephants may not even make it to the 4. Let's see if they do. Ooh, they barely come crashing in here, actually. But with all these javelins coming in, they're not going to get much further than this. Archers point blank. Come on. Wow, perfect. Now, let's finish this off. Get these guys up here. What I'm going to do, I think, is go for a cinematic finish. And what we're going to do is just line up all my archers. Not have them fire just yet. And then we're going to do concentrated volleys on individual units. And then we're just going to have these guys sitting nice and pretty. Ready for that engagement. And let's see if I didn't leave anyone out of the fight. Just 2 of these guys back here who are engaged. That's fine. Pop that ability. Pop that ability. Now, we have our archers. Who should we select? Let's throw a nice big volley into these Royal Peltas. There we go. Pretty effective against these really heavily armored guys. So they're turned against us. So they're going to be doing, holding up relatively well. Let's see if we can't get something better of a target. Actually, that's going to be the best target. That's it. Absolutely demolished and routed. So good game to my opponents. It wasn't too much of a threat, but it was a fun battle nonetheless, just showing off the debug camera. And I hope to bring you guys some more of these competitive type games and recommend what types of factions you guys would like to see. This game here was just medium funds for not super epic type stuff here, but hopefully I can get you guys more of those sieges. I do hear a couple votes for a siege of Athens. I think that would be really cool. The city itself on large scale has a lot of plazas that you can play for some truly epic battles. If we were to go ahead and look at my losses, yeah, just 93 losses, not much, and in return 402 kills, so definitely a fun battle. And you can see just how well the Lusitani actually performed. Even these veteran shield warriors did well, but it's mostly the Lusitani nobles who will be kicking ass in the latest patch, and the Egyptians are okay. I mean, it's mostly Royal Peltas who always end up sort of covering for the army. They're very strong units, but I think they were just way too stationary with the deployment of their army. I mean, their archers were destroyed. Cretan archers, those should not be going down with 0 kills apiece. And the elephants themselves were just a pretty big waste of money. Anyways, thanks so much for my opponents. See you guys next time.